Well, owner of Soundscape Studio and recording industry pioneer Michael Kolar here to talk us about it. Thanks for coming on the show today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is awesome.
And you started your career as a mixer audio engineer at 16 years old? You grew up in Uptown?
At 16 years old, I was lucky enough to get my first peek in a recording studio and just absolutely loved it and knew this is where I wanted to spend the rest of my career.
Were you a musician before that, interested in that, or is this your introduction to the music world?
I was a very bad musician, so I found quickly I was way better at helping others sound good than doing my own music.
So, for people that don't know, and I gotta admit, I don't quite know exactly what an audio mixer engineer, whatever the title would be, what is it that you do and how important is it to what we listen to?
In a nutshell, what I do is make artists sound good and sound cool and competitive. So, but there's a lot of science and technical stuff behind that that doesn't really get its shine, and that's kind of why we're doing the Sonic Summit.
Right, and the Sonic Summit is a really cool opportunity. I don't want to say for people to do your job, but to learn how to eventually get to that level, right?
Exactly. It's give that experience I had when I was 16 and get your hands on and learn the record making process.
You've got some impressive credits to your name, people that you've worked with. Give us a list of some of the people that you've worked with.
I mean, from hometown heroes like Chance the Rapper and Jamila Woods to Action Bronson, FKA Twigs, Zayn Malik from One Direction. You know, being Chicago, we get some of the world's best talent coming through our town.
Do you ever get nervous when someone really talented comes in, or are they looking for you to be, you know, kind of that steady force that helps them create what they want to create?
I tend not to get, I mean, I've been doing this a long time, and when the engineer and the guy behind the equipment is calm and confident, it affects everyone else, and everyone else gets comfortable.
So when you're talking about people who maybe look to get into this career, what sort of people are you looking for? Would you want people to have like a history of being a musician, or can it be someone that's just interested in the whole music industry?
Looking for people who are like me, that have no experience perhaps, never been in a studio, and looking to get hands-on and learn about this process is really open for anybody.
Who's your most favorite musician that you've ever worked? Is that like choosing between children, trying to pick the favorite you've worked with? Something you're really proud of?
Musically, it's hard to say. As far as having fun, like when Action Bronson comes to the studio with the food and jokes and stuff, that's always amazing. Other artists really keep me on my toes, like when I did Wyclef Jean from the Fugees. Man, that guy's just a consummate musician, so it keeps me focused.
About 10 or 11 years ago, you started your own indie record label. What was that process like?
I got frustrated with when I was done with the record and it sounded good in Chicago, not being New York or LA, not having an outlet or an incubator for talent to do something with the products we were making. So that's why we started Closed Sessions, to give Chicago artists that stepping stone to the big time.
All right, so the Sonic Summit, give us some of the details. Who are you looking for? What's the elevator pitch here?
The elevator pitch is it's a 2-day immersive, hands-on experience where artists are going to learn everything about recording, mixing, mastering, and how a session goes and how to make a great record.
Are you looking for, I mean, like, what age level are you talking about? I mean, you started when you were young.
I would say, 16 to 80. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're interested in making a record, man,
right,
let's hang out this week and we're going to eat great. I got great food sponsors, too, from the Chicago. Can't have a Chicago music making summit without great Chicago pizza, food, stuff like that.
Absolutely. It sounds really cool, and you're a legend in what you do. Thanks for stopping on by today.
Man,
we appreciate
thank you for
it.
having me.
Absolutely. So to get more information on the Sonic Summit 2020, head over to soundscaperecording.com. There's the information there. And the event taking place right around Rockwell and Chicago Avenue.